Sup, guys. My name is Ryu for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council. Welcome to your Thursday video, Stock Market. Before the stock market gets started, I just have to quickly make mention that pretty much all the stock markets are go for Thursdays, every single Thursday, except for 1 week in October because of Comic-Con New York, which that stock market will premiere on a Thursday, just throwing that out there. Secondly, there's like 5 other channels I run in the description, so if you ever want to see me play video games, talk about pop culture, do music, or play Pokemon, one of those is not fully launched yet. That's the music channel. You can follow those links down below. Now let's get into stock market without wasting any more time. This week we're going over pretty much everything, so it's not just going to be Dark Illusions. It's not going to just be pre-ban list, because we're probably going to have to wait another 2 months for a ban list. Fuck you, Konami. Because it's not 6 months yet. QQ. So Dark Renewal, you guys told me got hyped. So I was like, okay, I gotta really go over it, but I can't do it the week of Dark Illusions, because that's a dedicated video to only Dark Illusions. So here I am, Dark Renewal, $8 a piece. If you have them and you're not going to use them, I would probably say hold off for a few more weeks before selling them, because once Dark Magician gets Eternal Soul, then it's at full power. That's when you really do probably want to move them around that time, but then everyone else is probably going to try to do the same thing. Next on the list is the best card out of the Dark Illusions. If you pull it, congratulations, you just paid for your goddamn box. It is almost $60. It is $58 for one Pot of Desire, so they are actually increasing and not decreasing, which this happens when you have a set that has pretty much okay cards outside of a few, like Coral Dragon's really good, Pot of Desires obviously is amazing if you're going to use it and you're comfortable with using it. Then we have Dark Magical Circle for $25 a piece. Hold off on buying it. I gotta be honest here, hold off on buying it. I think once more gets pulled out, there's less people buying it, the price will drop. I don't think we're gonna have a Blackstone Legend situation. If we do, I'm calling bullshit. Secondly, Coral Dragon, good time to pick it up, only $11. It's an amazing synchro, so if you're playing anything that can abuse synchros, you want to run this card, especially if you can hit level 6. Pro tip, run this in Mermails, at least one. It is fantastic because it will net you the effect. If you're running synchrons, run 1 or 2. They're fantastic. They're a great addition to your synchro deck. You definitely want to run them. Then we get Nirvana High Paladin, which I don't really see too many decks running this, but hey, $8.99 ain't that bad for that secret rare. The only secret rare we're not going over is the Forceful Centuries. It's like $5. Then we have Cosmic Cyclone for $12.70. It's a secret rare, but it's an okay card. Twin Twister still outclasses it. If you want something prettier, there you go. Magician Navigation, $20.99. So again, kind of like Dark Magical Circle. Let it drop to $15, then go for it. Otherwise, who knows? Maybe it'll just stay there. The Hidden City, you want to play Subterrors? Well, Subterrors are only going to cost you $11.90 per field spell card, which is running around $36, somewhere around there. Then we get to the Shirayui, which is the new zombies, you know, the ones that banish stuff out, the ones that love Omega. It's $4.18 for their new Lonefire Blossom. That's the best way to describe that card. It's fantastic. Floodgate Trap Hole, one of my favorite cards out of the entire set, $4.99. Do yourself a favor. Pick these bad boys up. They work so great with that Trap Trick Succeed. Trust me, you should. Now we're moving on to the movie pack stuff, and then we'll move on to everything else. Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon, $12. It's maintaining its price, and for someone who's going to say, but that one's $11, why isn't that one there? It's because there's $1 shipping on that one, so it's the same price. But they were maintaining their price at $12, so you're good. Blue Eyes Chaos Max, however, has declined from $5 to $3, so it's only going to run you $9 a playset and not $15. So if you want to run that version, go for it. I mean, it's cheap. I no hate on that. Silver Gadgets are $1.55 a piece. I have something coming up next week that you guys are going to love that involves Silver Gadget, and no, it's not an ABC deck, I promise you. Then Gold Gadget is $1.70, $1.95. Knight and Sorcerer, you guys told me to go over this. It actually has increased to a bigger number than it was. So originally it was only like $5, and I was like, yeah, that's not too much of a leap. But this is $7.49 to $10.49. You can run Rise and Dark Magician. I'm well aware of that. But that, for those of you who don't know, that's pretty much why this is going up. And also has a nifty effect that if you special summon it, you can banish 2 cards from your opponent's graveyard. So if you know a deck that is going to give you a hassle that utilizes the graveyard, this is also pretty cool to use against it. This is one that's going up that I wanted to talk about, is Machine Duplication. It's $2.13 for a moderately played machine dupe. If you want like mint, it's like $2.27 or something along those lines. But I'm aware that there is an Ultra. I'm going to try to see if we can find it real quick. If I see it's taking too long, we're just going to skip ahead. Yeah, it's probably going to take too long to find it, to say the least. But I do want to find it for you guys. Here's a Super, $5.50, so that's not too bad. I want to say the main reason is because of Spiral, but there's other reasons too that Machine Dupe is going up just ever so slightly. So if you have them, you can see the super rares are starting to go up there to $11.65. The ultimates are at $12.99, and that's light played. If you want like something that's mint, it's gonna run you about $15 for the ults. So pretty good time to pick it up before it super duper skyrockets. Evil Swarm Ophion, $6.97 this week on eBay. Good against Blue Eyes, I hear. Frog the Jam, this is moderately played, is $4.18. Well played, $5.98. I want to assume that's mint, but that's on a carpet. Man, just put that in the sleeve, dude. This is pretty okay condition, but you gotta remember this card only came out in McDonald's promo, so you gotta go to McDonald's and eat that nasty shit to get the cards. I guess you could have bought the cards separately at certain McDonald's, but yeah, it was pretty bad. But anyway, they're starting to drop to around $10. They're not that great in the Treat Toad deck. I've said that before, so they're starting to get there. The OTS pack of Melody Awakening Dragon, I misspoke there. The Melody Awakening Dragon OTS edition is down to $10. Was at like $15, so that's good for people who want to pick up Blue Eyes, who, you know, didn't just pick it up as it came out when it was cheaper. You can get the supers for $15, so if you want the hollow ones, it's about $5 more. I mean, it's not bad. Can't deny that. Talking about OTS, the Raigeki that comes from that OTS, that, I'm sorry to say this, that ugly ass Raigeki is $44.25. That is the lowest you'll find it to $47. So I'm just not a fan of the way it looks as an ultimate. I think it makes me want to vomit, honestly. I think it could have done a better job. We still need a common Raigeki that is easier to get to people. Just saying, it's $15 for a common Raigeki. So if you don't think that needs to get reprinted, gotta work on your brain cells a little bit there. But, you know, just, I look at everyone trying to get cards. That's kind of my thing. Cypher Lord will make another card that could use a reprint, maybe in the next Gold Series. $38 this week on eBay. It probably won't get reprints around that Gold Series. Phantomite Breaksword, it's down, guys. It is down from a few weeks ago where it was at like 40. Now it's at 2250. People were fearing that ban list that's going to affect their Phantomite Breaksword. But if you're running something that could bring one out, this is a good time to pick them up because it's pretty cheap. The Treasure of the Ying Zing, $7 was at 10, so that's a $3 decrease. It's not super duper big, but hey, it's still a decrease. Jiaotu Darkness of the Ying Zing, $9.25 to $10. Metalfoe Ying Zing is pretty damn good from what I hear. I gotta try it out myself. Moderately played swap frogs are $1.28. Lightly played are $1.38. And if you want just near mint, it's $1.49 to $1.53. Then we have Galaxy Eyes Full Armor Photon Dragon at $11.10 to $12.07. Then we have the Secret Village of Spellcasters coming in at $24. So, okay, then we have Divine Dragon Lord Felgrand for $1. Obviously, I just typed in Felgrand and still got them to pop up for $1 each, so you could do the same, just saying. Archbrave Dragon, $1. And then Return of the Dragon Lord still at $5.98 with 50 cents a ship, or $6.25, depending on how you look at it. But, geez, you're pretty much just better off buying the deck, in all honesty. Just buying the $10 deck and getting more copies if you need more copies. That's just my opinion on it. Radiant Hands of the Lightsworn, $1. And then Transmodified, $9.25 this week. Galaxy Soldier. There's a rumor about Galaxy Soldier, but I cannot confirm it. We're probably going to talk about it on Coffee Time, which is Dragons of Legend Unleashed. Supposedly is in there as a reprint. I cannot confirm this to you guys. I cannot. On good measures, I cannot confirm it, as there's no source to it outside of it just being in the Japanese version of it. So I'm not sure if that's going to happen. It would make a lot of sense. So keep your fingers crossed, and I'll let you guys know once we know. So Galaxy Soldier, $13.19 this week on eBay. Odd Eyes Fusion Dragon, $22.99 this week on eBay. Then we have Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon. I need to correct myself from 2 weeks ago. What I showed you guys for $8 was actually the oversized card, so you do not want that. The Ultimate Rare is $15. The Secret is at $16. And then let me go back down and show you what I actually mentioned like 2 weeks ago. I have to see the promo card, and I didn't see it because I was under the weather or whatnot. I was exhausted like an idiot. I told you, hey, look, it dropped in price. It didn't. It's still at 15, which isn't bad. Allure of Darkness, moderate replay at 365. You want the lightly played, or the, I guess you want perfect, $3.75 to $3.79. That's not bad. Cock-a-doodle-doo, down about 20 cents this week to $2.45. Then we get to Dark Magic Attack. We're only covering the Ultra because the common's still like $2. $11.95 for Near Mint for the Ultra, and to about $12, $13 for the Ultra. So they're still around that price. Quakey Mirror Force, $8.25 to $8.89. About time. Just saying. Drowning Mirror Force, however, is down this week to $10. So if you want to build Yosenju, great deck, play it. Buy it. You'll love it. Cleaford Scout, $1.23 with 25 cents to ship. You're probably looking at $1.43. I'm sorry, $1.48. My brain cell's racked. Cleafort Monolith, $25.89 this week. Still needs a reprint, Konami. If you want me to play card Demise in that, no, they don't. So that's why they don't reprint it. Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, $25.28. It's getting up there. It climbs up, it decreases. It climbs up, it decreases. Just keep an eye on it. Magispector Raccoon, $25. Gonna be in the Megatins for sure. Blue Eye Spirit Dragon, $18.99 with $2.45 to ship. Not too bad. But remember, Megatins a month off. Dragon Spirit White, $11. Sage with the Eyes of Blue, $21. He's up there. The White Stone of Ancient, $16.85. Kaiju Sea Turtle, $4.25. Anti-Spell Fragrance, $7.99. And ladies and gentlemen, to end off stock market at a $10 price point is Card of Demise. Ring that damn bell. Can I get a ring? Thank you. Those people were on vacation last week, hence they did not ring the bell. I wasn't joking about that. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in, as always, to Stock Market, your every single Thursday price guide video, unless something happens that I can't get it out, which I'll post on Facebook first. But here we are, one more week down to prices. We don't know when the ban list is dropping. We don't know what other reprints we're getting in Dragons of Legend. Coffee time will pretty much be dedicated to it. This is the final video I have to record for this week for Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. Everything else is pre-recorded and it feels so good. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for some more Yu-Gi-Oh videos every single day. So if you guys enjoyed this content, make sure to hit the subscribe button for more. Make sure to slap down a like if you enjoy Stock Market. I don't ask much. What can I say? Secondly, every single Thursday, if you're only subscribing for Stock Market, just tune back in Thursdays around 8 p.m. I'm pretty consistent about getting them out at 8 p.m. Sometimes they'll come out at 9 because the editing takes a little bit longer, or I got super duper busy and couldn't put the release button. Just saying. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes I'm traveling and it comes out a little bit late. But nonetheless, every Thursday, see you guys next week for Stock Market. See you tomorrow for more